Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dain. Welcome to this installment of the Tour of Consciousness from lovely Pula, Croatia. And if you look around me, the earth, the ocean, God, what a beautiful place. And it's very interesting that we have these beautiful and amazing places on this planet. And yet when we're there, so seldom do we allow ourselves to acknowledge the being of the earth that creates it, the being of the earth that contributes to it. What if you would now? I was very blessed and fortunate today to speak at Mind Valley University, a month-long event that Mind Valley has here. And it was amazing to see the people that desire something different, that desire a different possibility, that were excited by the possibilities that consciousness could offer. And, you know, in describing to them our description of consciousness, our definition of consciousness, if you will, which is where everything exists and everyone exists, and nothing and no one is judged. It was interesting to see the people in there go, yes. So my question is, just for the next week, if you could put just a little more attention on where you're judging you and other people, where you're judging you in other situations, and just choose to go no. Like, I had a situation with a friend of mine where she was doing all this stuff and I was like, and I started getting cranky, and then I went, wait a minute, I'm doing judgment here. What's the value of that? No, that's not the way I want to live. And what we really need to get is actually us starting to be adults of consciousness, which is where we start to choose our reaction to things so that it's not a reaction. So we actually start to choose our action with regard to things. And so what happens is a lot of times something will occur and you go, I hate when you do this, I hate when you do that. Well, guess what? You're just getting heavy. Why? What if you noticed when you did that? And I'm not saying you're wrong for doing that. That's not it at all. It's like I was doing it. I didn't make myself wrong though. I just went, wow, that's not the way I want to function in the world. So what if you asked yourself, with every situation that comes up in the next 7 days, how would I like to be with this situation? Not this person's doing this, so I need to respond this way, which is our knee-jerk automatic response, but how would I like to be in this situation? What would work for me here? Do I really want to get frustrated, upset, angry, resentful, or would I like something different? And if we start to look from that place, because a lot of times we look from the thing that we're supposed to do, we look from the right thing or the wrong thing. We look to do the right thing and not the wrong thing, except that's still not us being present as us. And even when we get these tools of access consciousness, even though the very beginning thing we say is consciousness is about including everything and everything exists and no one and nothing is judged, we still try to do right and wrong because it's so endemic in our reality. What if just for the next 7 days, set a calendar reminder if you must every morning, okay? Well, what if for the next 7 days, you looked at how would I like to be here? What would I like to respond? And start to recognize that we actually have choice. And the funny part is, here's the funny part about consciousness and all this entire journey. There are simultaneously within it the miracles you always hoped could exist, but that simultaneously exists with the tiny things of life that annoy you and irk you starting to change also. Now, my interesting point of view is this: when you start to go beyond the tiny things and the irksome things of life that sort of annoy you and they don't do it anymore, that's when you start to actually be this presence in this space and this joy and this ease of consciousness that is actually possible. So start in your life, just look, how would I like to respond to this situation? And notice I'm not giving you appropriate, proper ways to respond. It's what would you like? It's time to start creating your life. It's time to start creating your life from your awareness and your choice, and recognize that you do know, recognize you're not wrong, recognize you're not right, recognize neither am I, neither is anybody walking around on this planet. We're all doing the best damn job we can with the tools we have available. Question is, what would you like to choose? Now's the time, my beautiful friends, for you to make your choices for what you would like your life to be. And if you start with the small things that seem to irk you and you get over those, the bigger things will be far easier to be interesting point of view about, to get out of judgment about, and to have a sense of possibilities about. So Hope this has been a contribution. A bit of a quickie from lovely Pula, where, wow, is it beautiful. And I think I need to go take a nap. That presentation was amazing today, but boy, did it take a bit of energy. So what if you truly being you are the gift, the change, and the possibility this world requires? I very much look forward to meeting you in person someday. Bye-bye.